McSteen at this point?
Eddins will travel this weekend, so he's been cleared to throw. So hopefully we can get him in there at some point. Obviously, he'll be limited, but we're excited to have him back.
I feel like the bullpen, just in general, maybe is making some strides here in the last week or so.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of keeping us in ball games, and we're still getting guys getting back to full strength, which is good to see. Unfortunately, offensively, when we were struggling, on the mound, we were scoring some runs, and now when we're pitching well, we're not hitting. So that combination needs to get turned around because that's not winning baseball.
Is that just a matter of kind of that learning curve, maybe for some of those younger guys figuring things out a little bit?
Oh, it's not just one thing. You got some older guys that are probably pressing a little bit and trying to do too much. Some younger guys feeling their way through it. Bottom line is we're just not getting on base enough.
What do you know about Ohio State? What kind of challenge do they represent?
They can swing baseball bats. If you're not making quality pitches, they're going to burn you. They got a couple big arms. It's definitely a team that we need to put pressure on defensively. They haven't been taking care of the baseball. So again, it's just getting guys on base and putting some pressure on them. And that's one thing we haven't been able to do recently, where we're not getting the leadoff guy on base. And when teams aren't giving us free passes, we're not doing much because you got to hit your way on, and we're not hitting. So I know it will come and go as far as the hitting side of it, but the quality of our bats has definitely dropped off in the last week or so.
Coach, this season you've gone from the old school base signs to using the wrist cards. What made you decide to switch, and how do you like that so far?
I personally don't like it, but I also don't like having to spend 10 hours of practice time trying to get signs right, and then we still have confusion on them. It took us 10-15 minutes to figure out what each symbol stood for, and we saved a lot of time, and we haven't missed signs. So it's been definitely more efficient, and in that regard, it's been beneficial.
When did you make that switch?
We decided this fall we were going to do it going into the season, but again, it's I like the signs. It's the flow of the game's a little bit better, but like I said, when you're not missing them and you're getting them right, and it's virtually impossible to try and get your signs picked, so you don't have to think about that as well.
You mentioned your bullpen. I mean, even those younger guys, do you notice them more comfortable on the mound? I mean, beyond just the results of at bats and what they're doing?
Without question, especially Max Schreiber and Abrahamowitz have both. You can just see their body language has improved. For us, the big thing that we see is, can you separate the running game from executing your pitches? And that can be very difficult to know the long holds you have to do, the different looks at second base, and then to be able to, execute an off-speed pitch or locate your fastball, and putting that all together and being able to slow it down enough is definitely a step that, we were looking for, and it looks like they're starting to grasp that a little bit.
Stick with Alvarado, Warren, and Waldron this weekend?
Alvarado, Matt Waldron, and Warren. Yep, we'll go with the same guys.
Before Eddins' injury, where was he kind of at as a pitcher?
In coming back from the injury, or
before that? I mean, because he was trending pretty well.
Oh yeah, he had a fantastic year 2 years ago for us, and then last year got off to a little bit of a slow start, and then really started to turn it on and pitch well. And when he had the injury, so he's always been a guy in the middle of the game that where you need to keep a lead or keep it close. He's always been able to do that for us, and he's got a lot of big outs. So it's definitely some experience that's going to be very valuable to have back in there, and hopefully we can get McSteen back sooner than later as well, because those guys will help.
What's the threshold with McSteen? Is it tolerance? Is it
just building back up? Arm strength. He's progressing well. Time-wise, I think sooner than later. It won't be probably in the next week or so, but not months, which is a good thing. So he's feeling good. He's playing long toss. I think he's going to get his flat ground work started up here. So we just need to get him back on the bump and just get over that mental hurdle of that. Hey, it's going to be okay, because structurally it's fine.
Would he be like a weekly reliever type? Or?
Yeah, I would. I don't think his pitch count will get back up to as a starter, but definitely a guy that we can use for a few innings, once a week, which would be nice to have.
Coach, MLB opening days upon us now. Do you have any favorite memories from your opening days or advice to some of the rookies this year?
You're asking the wrong guy to tell stories. I turned that part of my life off a long time ago, but I definitely enjoy watching baseball. So it is definitely an exciting time, and it is a special day. And it's the start of a marathon, and it's definitely something I'll be paying attention to.